I'm showered, I'm freshened up, and I'm ready to end this. Ladies and gentlemen of the humble internet, my name is Ryan, aka the Ryman, and this is another installment of Ryman's Bizarre Adventures in Major Minor. We are having our final confrontation with the big baddie of this story. Many things are on the line, mainly the fate of the literal multiverse. With us, inside of us, or me, I guess, is the power to not only bring back those we lost, but to connect these words. I wish I could. It has been a long and truly bizarre journey through this game. All started when my buddy Mark won the tournament and decided for me that this is what I'm going to be playing. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. And if it is truly the finale, let's make it a grand one. So, I don't know if this is truly going to be really super long, but if it is, and you'll know by looking at whatever the time bar says at the bottom of this, you know before I do at the time of this recording. Get some popcorn, get some drinks, maybe some booze, get another bottle of booze and pour that into the popcorn. Let's fucking do this! It's Ryman versus motherfucking Nagi! And Rocker was there. At an earlier time, and in a fit of panic, escapees from the... Oh, that's right. Nami and Nagi showed up to literally kill everyone. Apparently they're survivors. Escapees from the Wayfarer's Tavern hid in the forest. We must run out into the desert and hide. If you can guess the movie I took that particular line from, you win a fucking handshake. Fearing their lives, they fight to catch their breath. I fight to catch my breath reading. PB, you need to calm down. Right now. We did everything we could. Not that we could watch that, but... It's a miracle that we survived. Don't you dare tell me to calm down. Did you not see the same thing I did? They killed my brother. Thanks to you. I imagine he was literally the first one cut down. And the scene's playing out in my head, how that most likely unfolded. I'm not going to know how the rest of that scene unfolds until I see who else survived that. This wasn't my fault, PB. You didn't see what those two could do. It would have been useless to contest them. Please think about this rationally. I am upset more than I've ever been. But I didn't want to add to the body count. It was your job to protect us, though. You've been doing it for years, righty. You can't just back down from a fight. PB, I know you're upset, but... you weren't at that ballroom. PB, I know this is difficult for you, but we'd all be dead if we fought back. I'm double checking, making sure everything's recording. They have power like I've never seen. We need to be thankful we escaped. I hope Trish and Kayleen did too. But trust me, Fidget's not gone yet. They skewered him right in front of us. I feel like the only thing that's going to calm me down right now is a candy corn. I'm probably one of the 6 people on this planet that actually likes candy corn. I held him in my arms before we ran away. How can you say he's not gone? PB fumes with anger, but this time it's justified. I can imagine the steam coming out of his rabbit ears. Remember what Rio told us, PB? Ryan has the ability to fix all this. Again, you're placing a lot on my shoulders. Even if I could, I'm gonna need a really big fucking bang bus to ship everyone back. I got PB. I got a. I got a new me fixing it up. He's the new intern for me. Right now, we need to focus on survival. This will all be over soon enough. And we'll get to see everybody again. Not just Fidget, but your mother, too. Do you really believe that, Righty? Yes, with all my heart. I know that Ryan can do this. You're lying. Are you saying Righty isn't right? You said we need to focus on survival, but then you said death is irrelevant, especially if Ryan can reverse it. That's why I don't believe you, and why I think Fidget is really gone. You fear death. You don't want to die. You don't truly believe in Ryan. Fuck you, man. That's actually hurtful. You don't truly believe in Ryu's words. There's a part of you that knows the truth. Righty clenches his fists, unsure of what to say. So say nothing! You're holding on to false hope. Just like Fidget's been doing for years. I miss him, Righty. I miss him so much. And it's all your fault. PB leaps towards Righty, presumably to attack. Okay, I know it's not going to happen, but I would love to see all 40 pounds of this pink rabbit try to take on Righty. Oh, never mind. But instead he cries and hugs his friend. A fountain of tears runs down his face. I want him back. Why did I go southern? Grief makes you change your accent. Righty embraces PB and starts to cry as well. Shedding his first tear since the Exodus project. Righty must be thinking this is all unbearable. When I open my eyes, I'm confused by what I see. There's also a weird sensation in the back of my mind. There's been a weird sensation in the back and front of my mind since I've started this journey. For some reason, I think I see Righty and PB. Oh, that's right, because we have weird power we can fucking see and know without actually knowing, but now we know. But in front of me is actually a rusty hangar bay. I shake my head in an attempt to gain clarity. After a few moments, I notice Nagi approaching me. Were Righty and PB in some sort of danger? If that was the case, I'm sure Nagi would know. I'm sorry for the mess, Ryan. This room doesn't get much use. I promise the rest of the ship is clean. Rest of the Nani? Rest of the ship? The fuck? This is my home. The Terminus. A flagship vessel built by the Federation. Seized with force by my own hand. Don't you mean your own paw? But please, follow me, Ryan. This room doesn't befit our conversation. It's merely an organic landing bay. You mean a teleporter room? Organic landing bay pad? Yes. It's able to transfer living beings. Even if they're nowhere near the ship. As you can see, we don't get much company. He laughs, clearly a jab at the dilapidated room. I understand, though. It's like getting beamed up. He must have transferred his bow from Terra's surface. I think you'll find this place beautiful. First impressions can be a damning thing. You must have thought I was ugly at first. I thought... No, if you go back in the episode, you know what my first thoughts were. I honestly don't think ugly was one of them. Probably weird. What did I say? You look like some kind of crossover between Kingdom Hearts and Castlevania. I'm gonna stick by that. Without even saying so, he starts to leave the room. I have no choice but to follow him with hesitation. I grip my new sword, ready to use it any time. But when we exit, I see it is truly beautiful. Yes! And Rocker was there. What the fuck? Everything is pristine. It's glossy and white. What genre did I just step into? Is there furry Star Wars now? Furry Star Trek? Is that a thing? Please don't tell me that's a thing. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Several computer monitors display incomprehensible data. That one's playing Galaga! This technology is so advanced, I can barely grasp it. The Federation must be eons ahead of Earth and Terra. Dude, Earth is eons ahead of fucking Terra. I stare in awe as I walk towards Nagi. He's walking fast, and I don't want to get lost. I have to run to catch up, as his stride is much longer. What is this dude, like 10 feet tall? I'm taking you to the bridge. Take me to the bridge! I thought it would be more fitting. No doubt you have lots of questions. I have several! Not all of them pertaining to this game, but... I heard what Father told you. But there's a lot more to it than that. Stories are rarely ever one-sided. No more candy corn. We turn a few corners, and I do my best to catch up. Nagi's demeanor is extremely different than I knew. I have some fright within me from our last meeting. Kind of stabbed me. Part of me fears that he might make a sudden move. But I don't blame you, Exodus. Wait. Is it okay if I call you that? I mean, I've been called worse. I think it fits you better, to be honest. Father got to you first. It's a shame. Him and his people made a big impression. You're attached and less open-minded. I have flashbacks to the first time I visited Terra. His face first in the dirt. Righty got to Keela. Ennyman and Conrad got to me. At that time, we sided with opposite parties. I haven't thought about this correlation in my mind. But it couldn't be as simple as that. It implies there is no good or evil at play. Nagi attacked the Federation. He admitted this. And to top it all off, he tried to kill me? I have a reason for everything I've done. So does Hitler. You sat through Father's story, Exodus. I hope you can do the same for mine. We're almost at the bridge. It won't be much longer now. We can end this without violence. As Julius Caesar once said when standing in front of a particular statue, I have a sneaking suspicion this isn't going to end pleasantly. Sup, bros? Why does everyone have knives? We turn a few more corners and I see a large door. It's likely the entrance to the bridge of the ship. No, it's a broom closet. Nagi keeps walking and it opens upon his approach. I quickly enter after him, hoping it doesn't close. Just fucking closes and locks. It's like, we're gonna do this through the door then, bud? I knew one thing for sure. This was where it ended. You have reached the point of no return. You will no longer have the ability to save. Many scenes will start playing out in sequence. Ensure you have enough time to watch the finale. As soon as I enter, I see Nagi standing in the terminal. By the way, this looks gorgeous. I don't know what he's doing, but he sure does. His fingers tap away at the touchscreen with expertise. After a moment, the windows seem to open. Actually, they fade into transparency. I'm welcome to the void of space and absolute black. It's littered with less stars than I'd expect. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? This is the edge of your reality plane. You can see outside, but that's it. You don't have the technology to escape, nor the ability to see this far. You're the first Earthling to witness this. All of those stars, just out of reach. They're the Federation's core worlds. But what you're seeing is only a memory. They're so far away, this isn't accurate. That light is millions of years old. We've long since destroyed those worlds. Honestly, I'm a little conflicted. From here, they look amazing. But you can see their flaws up close. If I could only see them like this, I never would have destroyed them. They'd still glisten like this today. But every candle dims into nothingness. And there's also beauty in the darkness. Something that most people hate to admit. Alright, that's true. Sometimes you stare into the void and it's like, sup, girl? He rests his hands against the window and snickers. You have Snickers? I guess he's overtaken by nostalgia at this point. What the universe looked like before his onslaught. Then, a moment later, he turns to me and smiles. I wish I could show you that darkness. Light is not as pure as people think. Those worlds shined with indecency. Take slow steps towards me. I want to ready my blade, but I don't. I sense sorrow and regret in his words. He wasn't going to attack me, I could tell. I hate thinking about the past, so let's focus on the past. It stirs up rage within my soul. But, do you share the same rage as me? I don't know you enough to share war stories. We were supposed to create a perfect world, but it wouldn't really be our world. It'd be handed over to the Federation. And what would happen to us after that? We'd likely get discarded, thrown away. We had no purpose other than to listen. At first, we didn't know that. We happily made Earth to be perfect. We believed it was our will to do so. But free will did not exist for us. We were only doing what we were told to. Even if we didn't know it at the time. We grew curious about our future. That is when we confronted Father. He told us the truth about everything. We lashed out at him in a rage. This is nice music, by the way. This game had good music! We shouldn't have been free to live our lives, but instead he created us as slaves. He didn't deserve to live in peace. That is why we performed our ritual. We cursed Earth with all manner of flaws. Death, disease, famine, you name it. He slowly watched his mission crumble. His scepter would always be out of reach. Nami and myself were able to break free. We promised that one day we'd return. We'd kill him when his will was broken. This is when we embarked on our mission. We'd find the leader of the Federation, and we'd kill them, breaking all shackles. They've never be able to do this again. You know why I'm starting to really like these two villains? Because they don't believe themselves as villains. Everyone is the hero of their own story. To them, they are freedom fighters, breaking their own shackles and in a way toppling the Federation, breaking everyone else's shackles to be who they are, who they want to be. Unfortunately for these two, it involves a fuck ton of genocide, so not everything's... They're kind of fucked up. They were already fucked up because I believe it was implied that they're fucking each other. Or were, because the chick is dead. The one with the boobs is dead. Condemn worlds to their servitude. The reality plane should have been free. The core worlds were the first thing we saw. They were in worse shape than we thought. Much more pathetic than Father let on. We touched down on one as soon as we could. But we were instantly greeted with violence. It was unfortunate, but we fought back. Did you win? That's when we found out the truth. Our weapons were plagued as well, likely from the same ritual on Earth. As we killed them, we grew stronger. We could convert life into raw energy. Suddenly, our goal became more realistic. We began traversing all of these worlds, and we saw the Federation's true nature. They could barely sustain their own people. Their need for new energy was apparent, but none of the planes were successful. The Federation was living its final days. You might think that we're monsters, but our harvesting was a display of mercy. When you have to use the word harvesting, Nagi, you make me go, Nani? These people were suffering so much. We'd use their energy in a righteous manner. You literally stabbed a small blue bunny that I don't think has the physical capability of killing a fly. By destroying the Federation entirely, I will save the multiverse by destroying the multiverse. No more worlds would suffer because of them. As we harvested, we interrogated, we learned where the Federation was run, and about its leader, the Imperator. We knew where we had to go. The world the Imperator called home. Only there could we end the Federation, because he'd by no means had a chain of command. But we saved it for last, Exodus. We wanted the Imperator to suffer too. Okay, so when you kill literally everyone else, there goes the chain of command. Much like Father would be at the same time. He'd see his Federation fall apart, and when he lost all hope, he'd die. Then the universe would be truly free. Our journey finally led us to the home world. We were all powerful, completely invincible. Sure enough, this world was a paradise. They weren't suffering like other worlds. The Imperator obviously did this on purpose, ensuring that he was able to live happily. We met with him, and we had a long talk. He stood by his morals to the very end. These experiments were for the greater good. He was civil, which was unexpected. His experiments led to so much suffering. He was the biggest mass murderer in history. Therefore, his end was very fitting. We killed him, but showed him no mercy. He was destroyed by his own experiments. We should have been satisfied, but weren't. There was something else we had to do? That's when we discovered the Terminus. The Federation knew that they were dying, so they no longer sat around waiting. They built a ship capable of reality travel. They wanted to visit their reality planes, rather than waiting for them to break free. We seized this ship without hesitation. That's when we realized what to do next. The Emperor was not the true creator. Something, or someone, made the Imperator. Yeah, his parents who fucked. The Federation didn't spawn from nothing. This entire universe was likely created. But what would hold so much power? We needed to continue our harvest! But now we could visit the reality planes. We were no longer limited to core worlds. The power we could gather was infinite. But we need every bit of it. We'd be breaking out of the universe. Reality planes were nothing to us anymore, and the Federation was insignificant. So basically, you committed mass genocide on an ungodly scale. So, what? So you could then have the power to kill God? Like, whatever? What the fuck ever? Again, they see themselves as the hero of this story, but they're kind of pricks. There was an even greater target out there. So we did what we've been doing forever. We started harvesting the reality planes. Stop using that word. Our power grew with each successful harvest. That's when Terra piqued our interest. There seemed to be a massive power present. Not only that, it was rapidly growing. The temptation to harvest Terra was huge, but we decided to save it for last as well. We'd let the power grow as long as we could. And grow you did, Exodus. Nami and I harvested the universe, but somehow your power rivaled that. It would definitely be enough to break free. That's when we decided to come to Terra. Nami was driven by her lust to kill Father. And who was I to get in her way? She had a desire that was truly her own. She wasn't acting under any influence, so I let her do it, even if she died. Her final act would be her own choice. There was nothing more beautiful than that. I promised I would achieve our goal. That's why we destroyed the tavern. There'd be no need of it anymore. It was symbolic of Father's failure, his hopes to see a connected universe. We had fun raising it to the ground. And that brings us to where we stand, on the cusp of a universal revolution. I want to find the All-Creator, Exodus, even if I have to travel forever. Even if 1,000,000 universes get in my way, I will find them and destroy them. Okay, first of all, I'll give you a little bit of props. The goal to kill God, or any god for that matter, is one hell of a kick-ass thing. The only thing that I would rank above that is just the desire to punch the fuck out of the sun. Why do I deem that higher on the list? Because I can prove the sun exists. But you harvested a fuck ton of babies, dude. Have we decided what the after party is? We know our end goal. What are you going to do after you kill the god of gods, whatever? Just gonna go to the beach somewhere. Everyone else and everything else is dead, dude. I don't think you thought this one through. Oh, okay. Thank you for actually breaking the fourth wall, listening to my little rant. My concerns, really. And just... It's okay, Exodus. I'm going to use their power that I harvest to start over again. I will save the multiverse by killing everything in the multiverse. A new beginning for all existence. Without the suffering I've witnessed. You mean the suffering you caused? This is what I was truly made to do. I wasn't meant to make a perfect world. I was meant to make universes of perfection. And you can help me, Exodus. Your power is vast and infinite. You don't need to follow Father's orders. His dream is less than ideal. His universe would be overpopulated. It would suffer in the exact same way. He'd have you undo all of my harvesting. Bring back every world and every life. That's not such a good thing. They lived a horrifying existence, and some of those people were truly evil. He's not wrong. The Imperator was living proof of that. Everything would be connected, sure. But would it truly be harmonious? It would make for a series of some kick-ass bizarre adventures, dude. Think about it. Multi-dimensional travel. Hell, we could go one better. Multi-dimensional time-traveling adventures. Come on. I mean, I can't do that. I mean, I would ask you to come along, but I think I kind of have to kill you. You're kind of a psychotic, genocidal lunatic. I don't think that's the case, Exodus. I think he's actually listening to me talk. Oh, there are worse people than me out there. So, this is actually freaky. He's actually listening in on on me. Oh God, 'cause he is. Oh God, 'cause he is. This is really happening. Father would give them free reign, all in the name of a connected universe. That's why we destroyed the tavern. There's another way to handle this. Something that works for both of us. Lend me your energy, Exodus. I'll use it to leave this universe. But I'll close off Earth and Terra. Whatever I do won't affect you. These worlds will live just as they have. But we'll destroy the Ark completely. The worlds will be independent. There will be no more give and take. Terra can become a world of its own. It won't be connected to Earth anymore. Therefore, no more immigration. This will solve all of Terra's problems. Death will be permanent. Terra will be free. It won't exist solely to hold energy. You can give the citizens true freedom. And I fucking love freedom! This is so much to take in. I have to stop and think. So Nagi ended up destroying the entire Federation. But it was suffering, so he saw it as a mercy. Now he wants to see who created this universe. The only way he can break out is with all of our power. The universe held in the blades and my energy. But he's offering to leave Earth and Terra unharmed. Only if I can give up all of Velasquez's ideals. I've seen life on Terra, though. It's not good. Was the rest of the universe truly that bad? Would I be releasing as much suffering as he said? Seems that now, this is a battle of pure ideals. On one hand, I could guarantee Earth and Terra's safety. But wait a minute. wait a minute. Your goal is to keep harvesting universes. Now, you said you'd leave Earth and Terra be, right? Right. But you meant the Earth and Terra of this universe that we're standing in right now. Motherfucker, I'm from a different fucking universe. Yeah. Me and some of my buds were pulled into this universe with that weird ass fucking ritual that Velisquez did to create some kind of vessel to hold this infinite power. How I was left in the steering wheel of that, no one's gonna fucking know. But you can safeguard this Earth and Terra. You're still threatening my fucking home. And in the context of this plot, of this particular lore that I've somehow painted, that's not gonna fucking fly with me, dog. So your answer is to go fuck your dead sister. Connecting the universe was risky, but the reward great. It would also give us an opportunity to advance. There's no way I could decide this on my own. So let's ask you, world. And I'd have to defeat Nagi to connect the universe. I'm fucking willing. I did my push-ups today. I ate my mini wheats. Let's fucking go. Otherwise, we'd admit a defeat of our own and hide. We live quietly, never knowing what could have been. I see Nagi tremble with unease. My man, I should say, this is one of those moments where you strap your helmet on and bayonet charge. We are fighting not just for one Earth, not just for one Terra, god fucking damn it. We are fighting. I am fighting for the fate of the entire multiverse. And I'd rather try and solve whatever problems arise from that than to let some furry incest fuckboy bag destroy everything to create whatever the fuck in his weird ass incestual image. I think he expected me to give into his speech. His speech did something. It stirred up the rage inside of me. But there are so many voices in my head. I can't. It's too unclear, too cloudy to pass judgment. I understand what's going on. The souls inside are conflicted once more. They don't know what action to take, right? I nod and tell him I'm sorry. I'm not fucking sorry. I need lots of time to think about this. Doesn't need to come to that, Exodus. I have a better way to decide everything. A way to let our true selves decide. He turns his back to me and returns to the terminal. I see him typing away at it, much harder than before. I sense he's trying to hide some frustration. Did he really expect to convince me so easily? After a while, he turns back toward me. The ship starts to move, pushing me back violently. I almost fall down, but grab onto the terminal. As this happens, Nagi gives me an evil smirk. Are you bonsai charging Terra? I've learned one thing during our harvests. People are most open before their death. It's when we put things in perspective. You can learn a lot about another person, especially with a blade to their neck. So tell me, what do you truly want? He flourishes his blade and holds it toward me. I instinctively do the same in return, facing him. The ship is moving, our destination unknown to me. Nagi keeps that evil grin on his face, ready to kill. Motherfucker, I called it! Our destination is Terra, a crash course. In fact, we'll hit the castle directly. The fallout would obliterate everything. Let the blade speak of your resolve. If you can defeat me, then very well. You will make Father's dream a reality. But if you don't defeat me in time, we'll crash and you'll die. Then I can use your power for myself. He lunges towards me in an attempt to strike me down. Alright, this is a call out to every artist, photoshopper, artist, whatever. We have the makings of what could possibly be an epic anime-style duel to the death for the fate of the multiverse. Artists, assemble. Make something epic out of this. A poster. A comic. A fucking movie. I don't care. I know it will be epic. It's gonna have everything in it, dog. Oh, God. Oh, fucking God. I meet his sword halfway, locking both of us in place. It's the sword lock of destiny! Motherfucker! The planet itself will break before I do! And that's a promise! I gaze into his eyes. It seems we're of equal strength. The blades stay deadlocked, not choosing sides. But there's a part of me that wants to defeat him! As it detects this desire, the gears on my blade spins. It gives me extra strength, and I finally overpower him. Let's fucking go! You're goddamn right I'm not backing down, bitch! We've been on a long-ass bizarre adventure. There were plenty of times through where I decided the easiest thing to do was quit and move on to something else, but we're not going anywhere! Life's not about quitting halfway through. You have to see things all the way to the end. I know that now. We've lost much, but that's why we deserve this victory. If you don't lose anything on your path in life, you don't deserve your happiness. We need hope. We need to believe. And believe that there's something better out there. Because I'll be damned if fuckers like this roam free. In the end, I have the one thing needed to win this fight. The one thing this guy will never have. I fight for my goddamn friends! Let's fucking go! But he dodges with ease, moving to the side. After a moment, he attacks once more in full force. I brace myself and hold out my blade in defense. When our swords clash, a white light flashes before us. Likely this is a reaction to my spinning gear. Oh no! The energy is escaping! These blades were not meant to clash! Exodus, tame your gear immediately! You will not tame this passionate heart of mine, you fuckbag! I don't listen to him and I attack again. I needed this boost if I wanted to win. A white light flashes as they clash another time. But when it fades, I notice the new stars glistening. A celestial light each show being born from the blade. Worlds long since harvested, finding new life. Don't be foolish! You'll undo all of our work. Then neither of us can achieve anything. He starts to take a defensive stance. He was afraid of our swords connecting further. He dodges my attack smoothly and with ease. I never thought such a man would display grace. A part of me wants to stop the gear, but I don't. Now that I've tasted its power, it's all I need. Perhaps this is what Nagi felt when he used it as well. He continues to evade, so I'll need to switch things up. Flames start to engulf the windows of the bridge. We must be breaking into Terra's atmosphere. The ship shakes. I could use this turbulence. Perhaps I'll be able to throw him off guard. Only a few minutes left, Exodus. I can dodge whatever you throw at me. There's no way you can win anymore. His baiting works, and I attack full force. Motherfucker! You stand there with that goddamn evil smirk of yours. You stand there thinking that the dead will never truly be able to judge you. I'm about to prove you wrong, motherfucker. The strength of all those harvested, the strength of every motherfucker that you ever struck down, will be resurrected through me so that you may feel their fury. I will name this anime move Phoenix's Judgment. But this time I do my best to trick him. In the middle of a slash, I lose my balance. He thinks the shaking of the ship overtook me. But he was the one who got caught off guard. He tries using my momentary confusion to attack me. But like he did before, I dodge him with ease. I turn around and drive the sword through his back. This motherfucker just used the power of friendship and anime to defeat me? Nani? Ellipses. He lets out a grunt and falls to his knees. He remains there, panting heavily. The floor fills with his blood, pitch black. That's his soul pouring out. He bows his head down, as if admitting defeat. I take a few steps back, my blade left inside of him. The puddle of blood on the floor grows in size. I watch on in awe, expecting him to pass out. Congratulations, Exodus. You've done it. You've proven how stupid you truly are. He laughs as he rises to his feet. It was all an act? He reaches behind himself and pulls out my blade. Now he has bolt swords. And he wasn't even hurt. For a moment I regret underestimating him. We aren't so quick to hurt, Exodus. We are both born from world stones. I'm surprised you thought it was over. But now I hold both blades. Infinite power courses through my veins. There's no way you can hope to win this. He walks towards me, and I retreat in fright. But eventually, my back hits a wall. This is exactly like the ballroom incident. I look around in a panic, trying to find a way out, and this is when the voices inside of me of all of my friends and fallen comrades reach out to try to, push me onwards. I can hear Keela going, "Hey, do it, motherfucker! You can beat this guy and bring us all home!" I can hear Rocker going, like, "Yeah, man, rock on!" I can hear Don going, like, "Ryan, you stupid idiot. Fucking end this and move on to something else for Christ's sake." I can hear Mark coming through, who's going, "What's going on in this what's going on here, guys? Ryan, you still playing this? Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, I'm out of here." No one can save you now. In fact, why should I even wait? I can unleash your power right now. A few more steps, and he's right in front of me. I know there's no use trying to run. I tried the same thing back when Ryman died. But this time, I won't get sent back by Rio. I often wondered if there was an afterlife. On the off chance that there is, give Father my regards when you see him. And with that, he plunges both blades inside of me. I scream, "Ah! Fucker!" as I'm pinned to the wall of the terminus. My vision falters, and I look out the bridge window. The Terran surface grows bigger with each second. That's the world that wanted your help. You could have saved them, you know. I gave you a perfectly valid option. But instead, you chose to fight me. You chose a battle you knew you'd lose. And they will all suffer for it. Look at those beautiful forests, Exodus. It's the last time you'll ever see them. Or any Terran, for that matter. Souls will continue to travel here, but they will find only hell, engulfed in fire, burning for eternity. He pushes the blades deeper and makes the gear spin. I can feel my essence draining faster than ever before. He was right. I could have agreed with him back then. And now, my last moments alive will be full of regret. My vision slowly starts to fade. It seems he'll activate our power at the last second. At the moment of impact, he'd leave this universe. I'd die, and everyone on Terra would suffer forever. Get it? Reach deep down inside and use the power of anime and friendship. Bullshit. Find that last inner strength that's like, fuck that! This isn't over yet! But just like the ballroom, it wasn't over yet! However, instead of fear, these events bring hope. Not so fast, Nagi. Ryu's coming in for the goddamn team-up. He quickly turns to address the intruder. He's caught off guard, as they've never met. But it's good to see a familiar face after this. Ryu! What the fuck, bro? What took you so long? Part of me knows exactly what will happen next. Acheron, do it now! Zawildo! While Nagi is confused, Ryu makes his move. He dashes towards me and pulls out one of the swords. Then he returns to the center of the bridge, smirking. He points the blade at Nagi, completely determined. So, we finally meet. Velasquez's creations, together at last. He sure screwed up the first time around. You're the other one, then. You foiled my plans in the ballroom. Brother, do you have a death wish? Nagi turns to me and tries to take the second blade, but before he could get to me, he stopped. Oh god! Going somewhere? Acheron quickly removes the other blade. I fall to the ground in a puddle of my own blood. But they have both swords, free to kill Nagi. They stand there, pointing both towards him. You two, explain yourselves! I demand you tell me what's going on! Like you did to all the others you killed? Don't make me laugh. You don't deserve it. Today, we erase a scourge from the universe. Ryu lunges forward, stabbing Nagi straight through. The larger man stumbles back, groaning in pain. Acheron, let's end this. Destroy the cause of so much suffering. And give a brighter future to everyone. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know, I thought I won the battle. But now I know, this is truly the end. He follows after Ryu and stabs Nagi as well. They both look at each other and give a firm nod. They activate the gears and Nagi screams in agony. You fools! You can't defeat me! I am the embodiment of death! A force more powerful than anything! Acheron simply laughs. And I am the embodiment of life. For the first time, it has prevailed. A new force will govern the universe. The white light engulfs everything. I can't see! But I can feel energy, and the lack of it. Almost as if Nagi was now part of their blades. Had they truly defeated the man who created Earth? I bring myself to my feet, and my knees tremble. I call out to Ryu and Acheron, hoping they're alive. Perhaps their energy was put into the blades as well? Put the candy corn away. But when the light subsides, I see that's not the case. They both turn and face me, wearing huge smiles. They had teamed up and done the unthinkable. They destroyed Nagi, ended his twisted journey. It's not over yet, Ryan. It's time to unleash your power. Acheron, just like we practiced. They turn and point both swords at me, but I sense no hostility within them. It was finally time to bring this to an end. I live out the purpose I was created for. I'll do this for everyone's freedom. No one will get stuck in a cycle of despair. He stabs me with his blade, and I feel a surge of power. I'll do this for everyone's happiness. No more will death triumph over life. Acheron follows suit, plunging his sword within me, and we're back to where we started from! Here, with the ability to change history, we'll bring about a hopeful future! Ryan! We believe in you! What is going on? They push the blades in deeper, but it doesn't hurt. Instead, I feel power like I've never felt before. It was time to change history, make things better! I look deep inside, finding out how much power I had. With all of it, I create the best possible reality. But how much power did I have, and what could I do? This was a culmination of every action I ever took. All of your choices have led to this! Close off Earth, restore worlds and open connections! Connect the multiverse! End it! I could feel the power within me. I can do this! I'd unleash every life, every world within these blades, and I'd use the power within me to connect them. A shared universe, just like Velasquez had wanted. I nod at them as they plead for a better reality. The gears spin, and everything fades to white. I close my eyes, embracing what's to come. I knew that my journey had finally come to an end. And I also knew that I never opened my eyes again. But when they did, they see the future I created. A future built on the foundation of loss and suffering. But a future that would never experience it again. For I was able to return those who perished. By my hands, all this suffering would be undone. And the galactic community would unite and prosper.